Hello guys, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we'll be discussing constitutional development and we'll start from the origin of Nigeria. So in this video we are going to learn how come we got the name Nigeria. We are going to lead it to constitutional development. Now to get this, you see that we have two words on the board, constitutional and we have development. So you can see that this word itself is derived from the word constitution. Now we can define this as sets of laws which are used to guide, direct, control the people in a particular state or country. And these constitutions, they can either be written in a single document or not written in a single document. So the whole essence of constitutional development to prepare the minds of Nigeria for them to become self-dependent or independent. So for us to dive into this, let's look at some of the origin of Nigeria. Now, if you could look very well, we have three major ethnic groups in Nigeria, and those groups are known as the North. So from this south now, we have the West and the East, the Yoruba and the Igbo. So for the sake of this class now, we will consider this into three protectorates. We have the Northern Protectorate, we have the Southern Protectorate, and we have the Lagos colony. Now, in the early 80s, Nigeria as a state that we have now is not bearing the name Nigeria. There was no state like Nigeria. Why? Because there are other regions that were powerful who were also policing their own system of government. So Europe, when they came into Africa, they were the one that gave us the name Nigeria. And we can all agree that this name was given to us by the wife to Lord Lugard, who was Flora Shaw, and she gave us the name from the words Niger and area. And let's go back to history a bit. Now, we have this protectorate on the board. This was the handiwork of Britain. When they came to Nigeria, they were able to bring all the major regions in Nigeria under three form, and they are known as Northern Protectorate, Southern Protectorate, and Lagos colony. Now, trace back to the history of the world. In 1884, so 1885, this was the time that African countries were shared among the world power. So this time, it was called the Scramble of Africa. In other words, it was called the Berlin Conference. Now, this conference was held by world powers in order for them to share Africans into categories according to the strength that they have. Why? Because if you could also notice, the first European powers to come to Nigeria, they were the Portugal, and they named Lagos. So there were also some other instances like where Netherlands and Belgium were fighting over Congo. Now, it means that there was a conference that was held in 1885 to 1885 in order to share African country into world power. So that conference was held in Berlin, and Berlin was the capital to Germany. This conference was headed by the head of Germany then, who was Otto von Bismarck. So the man called the meeting in order to share African countries into regions to the colonial master. You can also see in West Africa we have 16 countries in West Africa. Now, 9 of them they speak French and they are called the what? Francophone speaking countries. 5 of them they speak English. They are called the Anglophone speaking countries. Then 2 of them speak Portuguese. They are called the what? Buswaphone speaking countries. It means that these 9 West African states they were colonized by France. These 5 colonial states that were in Africa, they were colonized by Britain. Then these 2 states who are speaking Portuguese are colonized by what? And Nigeria is part of the world's Anglophone speaking country. We were colonized by Britain. So Britain, when they came, at first they came as explorers. They came to explore Africa. They came to see how Africa is. After seeing how Africa is, then started coming bit by bit as what traders. During this time, we were experiencing what we call the slave trade, where they were selling human beings as a means of earning money. But after the slave trade ended, and now brought about what we call a legitimate trade. A trade whereby you give me what I want, I will give you what you want. That's the trade by barter. You get? So they were able to bring this into existence, legitimate trade. Now in this same vein too, Europeans, the urge for them to come into Africa was not high because during this time they introduced what we call industrial revolution. So there was the creation of industries in the world. So since they have industries, they are looking for where to extract raw materials. They are looking for where to what, sell their raw materials. Now African were the perfect place for them to come and be able to get raw materials and also to make it become a finished product and give it back to Africans to buy. So they came to Nigeria, they're making use of what we call the Royal Niger Company. So this company was based mostly in the eastern part of Nigeria. They were able to extract most of our resources and take it to Britain.